Now we're going to go back to the Starbucks ad that we had previously put in here, and we had used a basic, very general demographic of anyone over 18 in the United States. And that's you're going to learn really quick in Facebook the keys to being able to get any kind of a reasonable cost per click is based upon segmentation. And segmentation, I mean really breaking down what your target audience is going to be. So now we have to think a little bit further here. Previously, we had people that liked coffee within the United States, and that is just not going to give you any type of a reasonable cost per click. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some segmentation here, and we're going to go over here to underneath here the ad set, and we have here our targeting and placement. We're going to click on edit. And now we're going to segment this down. And you see here, this is 34 million people, and this is just not going to give any kind of a reasonable cost per click cost with this. So we're going to take out Canada. We're only going to, not even going to target the United States here. We're going to go further down. And we're just going to start by, let's target Seattle. And you'll see here by default, it wants to target Seattle and all the cities within 25 miles, like suburbs and such. You do not want to do that. You actually want to go here to this drop down and target only Seattle. The key and the trick here to being able to find the lowest cost per click is to make smaller segmented audiences where you don't have any competition as far as bidding. Because remember here, when we're bidding for clicks, the more people that bid, the higher it's going to cost for us to get our ad in there. So we want to take that and let's just break that down to Seattle. We'll leave that 18 to 65. Still, we're going to have an interest of coffee. And now you're going to see potential reach went down from 34 million to only 200,000 people. Now some may ask, okay, well that's not near as many people. How am I going to get any kind of a good audience on that? Well, the keys to that are going to be within your ad copy. So let's save this. Oh, just a second here. Change this to 5. Save that. And now we're going to go back on here to our ad copy, and we would change something to make it more related to the city. So maybe we would go in here and say, go up here to edit the ad and make it more Seattle based. So you could say something like, enjoy gourmet coffee, people in Seattle, anything, maybe even put a picture of a Seattle coffee shop, something that's going to relate to people that live within that city, maybe even like a landmark, anything, just to get interest from that particular target audience, which now is going to be Seattle. Now, what that's also going to do is a benefit. You're going to start getting likes, comments, and shares because your stuff's going to start going viral. Because just even if people aren't really interested in coffee, if they see something related to the city they're in, they're going to like the picture or the ad in a lot of cases. So that's what you do in regards to that. So now we've taken something from 30 million people, targeted it down to 200,000, and now we're going to have a much more reasonable cost per click. And if you want to keep increasing this, you would simply add more cities. So we're going to go back here into targeting, and you would just continue. Adding more cities until you've got all of the thing, depending if your product is a nationwide or anything like that. So a lot of times if you're familiar with your product, you're going to find out most of your sales are going to be in one city only anyway, or in certain areas, depending if you're a local business, even national businesses. A lot of things tend to be within different cities. And when you know those cities, those would be the ads that you would create segmented campaigns for. And you would just create all the major cities if you don't know that information, or you would narrow it down to your specific cities that you know your product's going to sell in. And from there, now you're really targeting your ads down further. Now in the next video, we're going to get to even more targeting, and we're going to start getting into more bidding strategies, because so far we've just been using a optimize for clicks and letting Facebook actually automatically optimize these. So I'm going to see you in the next video.